Hey, are you considering making a move to St. Johns County? Man, it's beautiful here. Well, I know that sometimes, if you're not from an area, I've personally moved quite a few different times, all the way across the United States. I was born and raised in Southern California, spent some time in Texas, lived up in Boston, and now currently call St. Johns County my home. But I know when you're making a move and you're going across country, you're going somewhere that you've never been before, it can be a little bit tough, right? You're gonna have some questions. You're gonna wonder, what's it like there? What's going on there? What is there? What is it like there? What are the people like there? What are the schools like there? So many different questions that are constantly racing through your mind as you're trying to do research and figure out, what's this place like? Is it really a place that I should go? And why would I want to go there? Will I be happy there? Is my family gonna be happy there? There's so many different things that can kind of come up. There's so many different questions that you may have. And so today, what I would like to do is to give you kind of just a quick walkthrough, taking you from the north to the south, from the east to the west, checking out the coast, checking out the river, checking out all of the beauty that is St. Johns County, and giving you kind of a general overview of what St. Johns County is, what it's like, what the different areas are, where they're at, and what that's going to be like for you. So if you've been wondering, if you've been thinking, what is it going to be like if I go to St. Johns County? My goal today is to help you to figure that out. By the way, my name is Matt Cleaves. I'm with eXp Realty, aka Making Moves with Matt. And if you are thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, I would absolutely love to assist you in any way, shape, or form possible. I'm going to have all my information listed below in the details. And if you just give me a shout, send me a text, or reach out via email, I would be more than happy to help you out with any questions that I have not already addressed. If you want to see a specific property, if you need me to go door knocking for you to find somebody who wants to sell, either which way, I'll be more than happy to help make that happen for you. So without further ado, let's take a look and see what St. Johns County has to offer.
St. Johns County is located in northeast Florida. Fun little fact, this is the least likely area to be hit by a hurricane. It's one of the things that I thought was interesting and also beneficial about looking to move here. So we're just south of Jacksonville, just north of Daytona Beach and Palm Coast area. You've got Orlando, a couple hours away, Tampa, about 4 hours away. You got Miami, Fort Lauderdale down at the bottom there. That's about a 6-hour drive. And then if you head over to the west side of Florida, it's going to be looking about a 6-hour drive there as well. Take you over to Pensacola, Destin, Panama City. Tallahassee is about 3.5, 4 hours away. So it's really kind of in a super central location to where, you know, from pretty much anywhere you want to go in Florida, I mean, you got about a 6-hour maximum drive. And I mean, just about anything you'd want to do is located within Florida. You got Orlando and Tampa, absolutely huge locations. They're going to have all of the theme parks. If you want some of the nightlife action, you're going to head down to Miami, West Palm Beach. You want a little bit more quiet, relaxed type of scenario, you can look over on the west side over there. But ultimately, St. Johns County here, I got it outlined for you guys. This is going to be, like I said, just south of Jacksonville, and the boundary line runs just kind of along the St. Johns River there. That's that big dark area in the middle, right down south from Jacksonville, and then over and across right above Palm Coast. You got Palatka, which is a little bit over to the west side, and then all the way up the shoreline there, 43 miles of beautiful beaches. The main city within St. Johns County is St. Augustine. It's the oldest city in the United States. So this was actually first settled back in 1565. And so it's really cool. There's tons of history downtown. You got the famous St. Augustine Lighthouse, the Castillo de San Marcos, Ponce de Leon's Fountain of Youth, all of these really cool features that are located downtown. This is actually just kind of a in real life picture of the lighthouse for you. And this is looking at the lighthouse from what's called the Lions Bridge. It's the bridge that connects St. Augustine Beach to mainland St. Augustine. And you can see this is a beautiful little intercoastal waterway there. These are the lions from the Bridge of Lions. Really cool. They actually have a couple that are on the other side as well. And this is a view from the downtown side of St. Augustine, looking out at the Intracoastal. Got tons of boats out here. It's absolutely beautiful. There's your charming little downtown, old school. You can tell all the buildings there have been around forever. They're absolutely beautiful. Walking on the cobblestone streets is super cool. There you can see the Castillo de San Marcos. And then, as we kind of pan out, you've also got your intercoastal. You've got you got your Mariusina Bridge that goes over to Volano Beach. I take a lot of my shorts that are over there in Volano Beach. It's one of our favorite hangouts for me and my family for sure. This is kind of a closer look at those buildings in the downtown area, right off of A1A here. And I'll give you guys kind of a quick little drive-by. That first restaurant there, Casa Reina in white, that place is phenomenal. If you want some really good Mexican food, that's the joint to go to for sure. But I mean, there's all kinds of hotels, places to stay, lots of places to eat. They got the Teeny Martini Bar. If you want a couple of martinis, the great place to go. Like I said, it's a little bit touristy, right? That's part of St. Augustine. Part of the appeal is it is going to be a touristy area. So if you don't want to live in a touristy area, then you probably don't want to stay somewhere near downtown St. Augustine. The good thing is St. Johns County is absolutely huge and there is no shortage of options. So it's not like just because you want to live here, you're going to ultimately be stuck living in downtown St. Augustine. If you got some kids, that pirate museum there is really cool. Definitely got to take them to go check that out. That was the trolleys. The trolleys run downtown and they do all of these cool tours for everybody, day, night. They've got pretty much anything you want to see. Ghost adventures they do. They do a really cool feature every single Christmas. It's called Nights of Lights downtown. It's spectacular. If you've never seen it, you've absolutely got to check it out. It's so cool. But this is just kind of a quick little run through of the downtown area, and just kind of wanted to give you guys a snapshot of that. But as we back up, so St. Augustine is pretty large. There's water everywhere, right? So that's one of the draws for me and my family for sure. I grew up on the coast over in California, so being on the coast over here on the East Coast is a great change. I was in Texas for quite a few years, and definitely we missed being on the ocean and having a lot of water around. This is the Lions Bridge, and you'll be able to kind of see that from the picture here. There's the actual bridge that runs, like I said, just from the downtown area over to, it'll take you to the St. Augustine beach side of things. There's the Castillo de San Marcos that we saw in the picture earlier. But this is just kind of a quick overview of the St. Augustine downtown area. And so like I said, this is kind of the main stomping ground when it comes to St. Johns County is going to be St. Augustine. So that's going to be your main city. So if you want to live in the city, this is where you want to be. Now this is a very, very, very old city, so it's got a lot of cute charm to it. If you're looking for something that's quirky, if you're looking for something that's got a lot of cool features and details to it, there are so many houses in the downtown area that would totally fit what you're looking for. But as we back out here, we'll get a look. So up to this very tip top up here, this is actually going to be Ponte Vedra, and it's just south of Jack's Beach. Love this little picture. We stayed at this hotel not too long ago, me and my wife. But so Ponte Vedra is probably most famous and known for TPC at Sawgrass, the Players Championship. So if you're a golf fan, you may be already familiar. If not, this is actually where it's at. And so I just kind of wanted to give you guys a quick view of what it actually looks like to live on the golf courses in Ponte Vedra. This is just a little neighborhood that I visited, and absolutely beautiful. Here is the front entrance to the TPC at Sawgrass. So pretty cool if you're into golf and that's your thing. One thing, Florida has a ton of options available for you. I mean, if you take a look, Ponte Vedra itself has, 4 or 5 different golf courses, and then within St. Johns County, I mean, there's probably 25, 30 golf courses. If you're a golf enthusiast, you are not going to run out of options for golfing, that's for sure. But this is the whole little Ponte Vedra Beach area right over here. And that kind of runs down as well. So as Ponte Vedra comes on down, you've got a very famous area here called Nocatee. That would be kind of the next place down the line. So some parts of Nocatee are actually located within Jacksonville, just right across the border. And then you've got Nocatee, which is partly Ponte Vedra and partly labeled as St. Johns County. Nocatee is a huge master plan community. It's kind of rivals Silverleaf. They're kind of the two options in the area. In between, you're also going to have smaller communities. This one here is Beach Walk. This is super famous for its Crystal Lagoon. You can see how beautiful that is. They've got an awesome water slide that goes in there. The houses are absolutely stunning in Beach Walk. You've got so many different, just, fantastic neighborhoods and options available all throughout St. Johns County. You're really not going to be lacking for a phenomenal opportunity or place to live. So just south of Jacksonville here, you're also going to have areas called Fruit Cove, which is just kind of across the bridge, coming across the St. Johns River there from Jacksonville. And Fruit Cove is going to have a little bit of a mix. So over on the riverside over there, there's some really, really nice, huge houses right on the river. Absolutely beautiful. And then kind of more inland, you have a giant area called Julington Creek. It's a little bit older. It's been developed. And it's got some fantastic homes in there. And then this is a little bit of an idea of what it's like to drive on the riverside of things. And some of the homes that are available out here, you're going to get a little bit more space. You're going to get a little bit larger house. It's stunning, right? So these are, just kind of a quick idea of what you guys would see heading down 13, which is the main road that kind of follows the St. Johns River from north to south. And absolutely stunning, right? Beautiful homes, good sized lots. Got some great opportunities there. As you're coming down, so this is right off of 210, which is kind of like one of the first exits once you get down into St. Johns County. And if you take 210 over towards the river area, then you're going to find some really beautiful little communities. This is one of the communities that's available there. So these are kind of like what I consider pocket neighborhoods. So a lot of these are just kind of built off of a main road, and you kind of have that small community feel and vibe as they're building out this area. St. Johns County is growing like crazy. On average, we're seeing about 5% growth year after year. It's exploding realistically. But this is right after you get off of 95. So 95 is kind of like the main corridor that's going to take you from north to south in St. Johns County. And you've got, like I said, 210 would be your first exit. The next exit there is International Golf. And so you can kind of see the areas that are more developed are going to be the ones that are right off of those exits. So down here, when you get into like southwest St. Johns County, you're going to have a lot of agricultural area, so farmland if you want more space and you want to be able to grow your own vegetables and you want to be able to just have room to kind of grow with your family. That southwest St. Johns County is going to be a great spot for you. If you're looking for USDA housing, a lot of options down there for sure as well. So if you like a little bit more land or that type of thing, that's all of them available for you. Right over here off of 9B, there's a big giant shopping center. It's called the Durban Pavilion. They've got Walmart up there. They've got pretty much all the big retailers, Home Depot. It's just a giant shopping center. So you got lots of shopping options right there that you can hit up. That area right there is Silverleaf, and I have another video that kind of does a drive-through of Silverleaf. But Silverleaf and Nocatee are really like kind of our two giant master plan communities within St. Johns County. This is a park that's right off of Rivertown, which is another giant master plan community, but it's right on the river. And they've got a little park here. They've got just the ability to kind of like walk around and enjoy the river. It's really, really cool with all the giant trees and the Spanish moss hanging off of them. It's a super like whimsical area. It's phenomenal. It's so pretty. And so here's just kind of me driving along the side of the river on 13, giving you guys an idea of what some of those houses look like that back up to the river. Those are phenomenal options. So you got kind of everything in between, but everything on the water, right? This is, like I said, so 210 is kind of like your first exit coming down south from Jacksonville. This is the International Golf exit. And so this is actually where they had the Golf Hall of Fame was here for a while. It's actually being relocated, but this is going to be where we have a Buc-ee's. So if you're from Texas or a lot of places that have Buc-ee's, then that's going to be really cool. It's a gigantic gas station and also convenience store, essentially. Right across the way, they just recently built a Costco. They're also in the middle of building a Bass Pro Shops and a Home Depot there. So I mean, lots of construction going on, kind of giving us some more local options here in St. Johns County, because prior to that, it would either be driving down into St. Augustine or driving up into Jacksonville. But as this area just keeps growing and expanding, it's just going to give us more options and availability. This is going to be the exit of 16 off of 95. So this is the third exit down coming into St. Johns County. And so we got a lot of growth that's going on here as well. They've got a giant new shopping center that's being built, a bunch of condos, a couple more beautiful pocket neighborhoods that are available in here. So off of this exit at 16 and 95, you're going to find a whole lot of construction going on right now. They're working on fixing the roads. They're kind of widening it for all of the expansion and growth that's going on. This is kind of giving you guys an idea of driving down 208, which is a street that goes off of 16 that's going to take you back into some of those little bit more rural areas where you're going to be able to get more land. Like I said, kind of more agricultural. If you want like a farm, if you want livestock, if you want any of that kind of stuff, you'll be able to locate all of this. And like I said, this is kind of in that southwest portion of St. Johns County. But absolutely beautiful land, lots of space available out here. So not every part of St. Johns County is super overdeveloped. And as you can see here, we've got even larger lots of land. I mean, there's just, like I mentioned before, St. Johns County is absolutely huge. There's tons of available space out here. So realistically, whatever you're looking for, if you want to be in a neighborhood, if you want to be in, something small, if you want to be downtown and have your old areas, if you want to have tons of space, if you want to live on a farm, I mean, really, whatever you're looking for in St. Johns County, then we got it to offer here. That 16 exit's one that you're going to take to get down to downtown St. Augustine. We've got our tiny little St. Augustine aquarium that's right off of there, really cute. And then we also have St. Augustine Shores, which is going to be one of the areas that's located. It's labeled as St. Augustine South and St. Augustine Shores. You can see that on the map. And then you've got, the coastline that hangs all the way down. So we had up at the top, there was Volano Beach, and that's at, the main Volano inlet. And then this option here is Matanzas Inlet. So this is the second little inlet down the way. This is just kind of an idea of what it's like to live in St. Johns County. I tell a lot of people it's actually kind of like living in the Jungle Book. It's so natural. It's absolutely beautiful. But this is one of the ramps that'll take you out to the actual beach itself. And here's a little bit closer view for you guys of what you can have in your own backyard if you live in St. Johns County. The beaches are a huge reason that me and my family moved here. Being able to be 15 minutes away from the beach whenever we want to go is phenomenal. Like I said, this is called Matanzas Inlet. It's a really cool area. This one's a little bit further down, a little bit further out of the way, so it's not quite as busy. So if you really want to be able to just kind of escape and feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, and also be able to enjoy this absolutely stunning beach, you're going to be able to do that right here at Matanzas Inlet. Also let you guys see the other side of the inlet, so the bay side over here, and this is kind of what that looks like. But it's, as you can see in the back there, you got the Matanzas Forest, so it's, a huge undeveloped area. Like I said, there's not a ton of people out here. So this really gives you the opportunity to be able to kind of feel like you're on a remote island or something almost. It's beautiful. So they have Fort Matanzas is kind of in the far background there that you can see as well. Um, so that's kind of the reason for that being called the Matanzas Inlet. But really great place that me and my family love to visit as well. When we want to be able to get away, you can actually kind of camp underneath the bridge that goes over the inlet and give you some protection from the elements while you're there. It's pretty neat. But like I said, this is that's basically the Matanzas Forest back here. That's what we were able to see from the back of the bay side. And then just going along the southern border of St. Johns County is just really a whole lot of undeveloped area. And then you have a smaller little area out here where you've got, like I said, mainly agricultural land. But Hastings is another kind of like a tiny little town right before you get out of St. Johns County. So if you want like a really small town feel and kind of like you're kind of out and away from it, you've got Elkton and Hastings as you're driving out from St. Augustine. So those are really, really small towns. We'll give you that small town feel if that's more of what you're looking for. Cheaper price points, like I said, eligible for USDA as well. And then just coming back up here, taking a look at overall St. Augustine. Again, that's our main city here in St. Johns County, so that's kind of the focal point essentially. But as you head up north out of St. Augustine, this will be off of Route 1, or Ponce de Leon, it's called downtown. It's known by lots of different names, but we've got the Northeast Florida Regional Airport, so if you need a way to be able to get in and out of town, that is available. However, that's a pretty small airport and it's mainly more so private, so there's not a lot of big commercial flights that'll go out of there. If you're looking for a commercial flight, you're going to want to go out of either Jacksonville or Orlando would be kind of the two closest options with the bigger airports for international and everything. But this is just kind of a quick overview for you guys. This is coming back down to that international golf exit and just kind of what's going on here. So they've got a big school there. It's Mill Creek Elementary. It's a K through 8. It's available. One of the things St. Johns County is also known for is going to be for the school districts. St. Johns County always ranks within the top on school districts for all of Florida. So one of the main reasons that also me and my family decided that this was going to be a place that we wanted to move was to be here and enjoy the great school districts. We got all the great options up there with Ponte Vedra, and then huge master plan community with Nocatee. As we come back down here, just giving you guys an idea of how packed in St. Augustine is, right? So like I said, if you want to live somewhere it's a little bit more historic, a little older, lots of charm in all of the buildings, St. Augustine is going to be able to offer that for you living in the downtown area. As you cross over the bridge and start heading over to St. Augustine Beach, they got the alligator farm, which is really cool. They've got the lighthouse. They've got the campground at Sajik Campground right there. So if you guys want to get outside and do some camping, be right at the beach, that's a lot of beautiful area. Great opportunity for you to go and check that out. As you can see, golf courses everywhere. Again, if you're into golf and that's your thing, you are not going to be short on options living in St. Johns County. Look at all that beautiful coastline. So again, absolutely beautiful. And if you are looking to live on the beach, there's this kind of an idea driving down A1A of what it would look like for you as you're driving along the coast. You can see all the houses right there are actually backing up to the Atlantic Ocean. So they got these nice long driveways, big huge lots. No cookie cutter homes here for sure. Everybody's got their own individual look and style for their homes. So if you want to be able to have that property that backs you right up to the ocean and you want to walk out into your backyard and be on the beach, we've got options for that. If you want to be able to live over on the riverside and look out at the beautiful river every day, we've got options for that. But St. Johns County is absolutely got something to offer for everybody, no matter what you're really looking for. And even if you don't live on the beach side, if you're over on the riverside, you're never really more than about 25-30 minutes away from the beach at any point in time. This is going to be the very bottom of St. Johns County, so just kind of giving you guys an overall overview of the entire county, what it's got to offer, what all's going on, and just, giving you some ideas of, what might work for you. What do you think is going to work best for you and your family? What are y'all looking for? I'd love to absolutely help you out with that and put together a game plan. If you want a little bit more in-depth video and views of some of these areas, I'm more than happy to put those together for you and give you a better idea of exactly what that's going to be able to look like. Well, I appreciate y'all being with me today. And again, if there's anything I can do to help out, just give me a call, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. Love to help you. Have a great rest of your day.